Hey guys, Haley here with Rebecca Cruz. Thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course, there's so much to talk about. You are a busy lady.
I am too busy. I got 3 jobs, man. That's my bad Jamaican. I got 3 jobs.
Well, I think first let's start with music because that's what we're really here to talk about, your new single.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard that you got the inspiration for this song when you were driving.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on this a little?
Well, I literally wrote the song in my car on the way home from praise and worship rehearsal, and was singing to God about how I love His presence. And I said, ooh, that's a song. You wish, right? I could have this moment for life. You know, that's really it. It feels like you don't want to pause, you don't want to breathe, you don't want to move. You just want to stay.
So the thing that I found most interesting was that not only did you do the vocals, write the song, you also played the instruments in the song. So
yes.
You have a ton of musical talent. What are all the instruments that you play?
Well, I play keys. I do play a little guitar, although I'm not the chief guitarist on this song. But what I do is I program. You know, I'm kind of like a mini producer. Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe you say slash DJ, but I have a keyboard that programs, the Roland Phantom. So I play the keys, the piano, the strings, a little horn, a little percussion in the keyboard and layer that together. And then I bring in other instrumentalists to play bass, drums, and I think we played the bass on the keyboard too as well. So it's the way music is made today. It's so common that you don't have all live musicians on a track, because when you can play everything from a keyboard, you can create a symphony. You'll hear music in movies and it's all done on keyboard. So with technology, we're able to replicate so many things. Mm-hmm. I'm like a one-woman show, you know, not entirely. My producer, love him, his name is Haskell Jackson, came together with me, engineered everything, placed some instruments on this, and then brought in a couple of really awesome musicians to do live percussion, live guitar, and just made the track, you know, fabulous.
And so you have 5 kids. Do you pass your musical talents on to any of them?
I do, and I think they're better than me. I have a daughter who sings, dances, acts. She's an NYU musical theater major, about to graduate, and she's extremely talented. I'm always trying to manage her. She will not let me manage her. And I have another one who sings, plays guitar and piano, and she's comedic. She's a YouTuber. She broadcasts her own comedy videos. I have another kid who dances, little Isaiah, my only boy, just like Dad, popping and locking and and he can backflip and do all kinds of cool things. And little Winnie is also a singer. And so I think, God, we have a band. And these kids harmonize together, they sing together. And then when I go, come on and sing with me, they're like, no, Mom, we don't want to. And I'm like, hello, we're like the Jackson 5. They're like, no, Mom, we're not going to do it because you told us to. And then I catch them in the back room doing it on their own. So we'll see if we'll sneak them on air, sneak them in the studio, and they'll make a record, and then I'll get all the credit.
Yeah, you could have the Family Cruise reality show, the Family Cruise album.
Yes. Well, in my opinion, they'd be fabulous. They seem to think it's a horrible idea, but, you know, I'm always dreaming. You know, I'm always dreaming. And they wanted to do the reality show when we did it. And you know, that's a different setup because you're not exactly reading a script and all of those things, but you're being yourself. Mm-hmm. But you're being yourself with people watching you. Right. And they enjoyed it. And they have since said, you know, we could have done that some more, Mom. I'm like, yeah, well, when you were doing it, you were griping about the mics and the people in your house. So it was a real joy to do, but it's a big commitment.
Right. Yeah. I read somewhere that you, in another interview, you said that sometimes the crew and the cameras were there for 10 hours a day with you. What was that like, having cameras around you all the time? Were you able to have like a normal life per se?
Well, you know, it is a set. A reality show is a live set. So it's not exactly fly on the wall documentary, okay? Mm-hmm. And you are what I call sub-scripted. In other words, we're not making our lives up. but we do kind of sit and talk about things that we've already discussed. Maybe there was a big argument, so maybe we'll reenact the argument, you know.
Okay.
But there's a lot that you saw that was just flat out in the moment. Stuff at the water park, stuff around the house, conversations with the kids. And so it's not exactly like you're just living your life and they follow you everywhere. That would take like 10 years to make.
You've raised 5 kids, and now they're a little older, so you're taking time for yourself to build your own career.
Right.
Do you have advice for other moms who are struggling with finding the balance of raising kids and making time for themselves?
Wow. I would say don't quit trying, because I quit several times. I really did. I started making music demos and performing locally almost 10 years ago. And I gave up many times. You know, I got my demos rejected. I got, you know, no word back from producers who promised to work with me. I had some people say, well, you know, we're not interested in smooth jazz. We're not interested in your genre. And then, to their credit, nobody told me I was too old. But I know that in some cases, age is a factor when you want to launch your career. And so I could have quit, you know, 1,000 times. But something within me kept saying, there's a way for you. You know, you don't see it, but there's a way for you. There's something you can do that will reach people, and you can find your place in society as an artist. And that has really happened. And I'm so thankful. It's like there's a timing. I don't want to say that too to moms. There is a timing, because you cannot do everything in the time you think you're going to do it. You may be 50 before you live your dream. You may be 60. Grandma Moses was what, 80, 90 years old, and she became a worldwide phenomenon as an artist at that age. Colonel Sanders, you know, how many stories like that have we heard? Now, granted, they're unusual, but that just stands to reason that it's not impossible. I just want to encourage women to believe in themselves, because life can take that out of you. You have so much to give and care for others that you often forget about yourself. And it's, you know, it's not uncommon to say, well, I've done my thing. You know, I could have done it then, but what's the point in trying now? But you have no idea what God will do.
And how does your husband feel about your new music ventures?
He is ecstatic, but he's also missing his wife.
Aww.
I say, you're mourning the loss of your first wife, because the first one cooked and cleaned and chased you around, and now she's gone all the time.
Doing her own thing.
Yes. You know, when he comes in the room, honey, do you know where the blow? I said, don't talk to me. I'm in a meeting. I'm on the phone. You know, I'm here with my stylist picking clothes. He's like, well, I just want to say. I'm like, well, I can't talk to you now. You have to make an appointment like you used to tell me.
So if you make a music video for your new single, Can I Stay, do you think he'll be in the video?
Oh, absolutely. He's already cast. I already got his letter of intent to star in my video. As a matter of fact, we're discussing the video now. We're in planning stages for that. So
you're working on possibly a music video coming up and an album that's coming out this year sometime?
Yes. We're hoping to finish the album this fall. We're already almost done, really, because up into now we've been working on both the single and all the other tracks. So all the other tracks are in various stages of production. Some of them need like one layer and they're done. Some need a couple more, final vocals, background vocals, stuff like that. So we're really actually close to the finish of the album, but we just have to knock it out. And we're still promoting the first song. Do
you think we could hear a little preview, a live performance of either your new single, Can I Stay, or something that's going to be on the album?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Since I happen to have in my purse today a TV track for Can I Stay, I could do a little snippet of Can I Stay. That would be great.
Great, let's go do that.
Yay! When I'm in your presence, I can't breathe. When I'm in your presence, I can see into my future, where I'll be caught up in your presence eternally. Can I stay here with you? Can I stay here with you? Can I stay here with you? In your presence, in your presence, in your presence. Ooh. Da 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 da. Ah, ba da ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Can I stay here with you? Can I stay? Can I stay here with you? Ooh, where I wanna be. Can I stay where I wanna be? Can I stay where I wanna be? Ooh. Thank you very much. That's my single. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon.com, Google, Spotify, and everywhere digital music is sold. Rebecca Cruz, Can I Stay in the House? Thank you, Entertainment Scoop.